Hello, and welcome to another episode of Create with Brenda. I'm Brenda Hillard, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I have kind of I shouldn't even say kind of, it is a super fun project that combines a couple of things that I've shown in the past. I love mini slimlines, but I also like the book fold, and so um, you have to give credit where credit is due, but Crafty Al showed one of these this month, and it was like, this is the perfect card for what we have going on right now at Stampin' Up! So, as you may or may not know, if you've seen or subscribed to my newsletter, you know that starting July 1st, we have a designer series paper sale going on where you can choose from 9 select designer series paper, and they are all 15% off. So rather than $11.50, they're just $9.78. And this is a great project to use these beautiful papers on. So if you're interested here, order with my host code up there for the month of July and cash in on the savings. So again, last month was my birthday month, and when you placed a qualifying order with me, you got the Biggest Wish stamp set free. So you all should have gotten your stamp sets by now. That was a big kit. Lots of these sets went out. So that's what I'm using for this project, and I'm just using this hello right here on the corner. Then I'm also using the layering circle dies, and I picked the largest of the plain circles. But is what you'll need if you don't have layering circles is just something close to a 3-inch circle. Okay? So, let me show you the pieces. You cut this, like I said, approximate 3-inch circle, and then you're going to be cutting it in half. So, there's that. And the reason I have so many of these cut out is I was working on swap cards and I thought, oh my gosh, these are so cute. Like, why don't I do a video and share them with you as well? So this one you can see I used the new In Color Evening Evergreen as my base. For this one I'm going to make with you, we're going to use the Just Jade, and that measures 6¼ inches by 3¼ I have a piece of Evening Evergreen that measures 11 by 2½ and then I scored at 5½ and 6¼ so that I can glue it for that book fold and it'll open like this, okay? So that's that piece. I have a piece of designer series paper that measures 4 inches by 2¼ and because I have the dark cardstock here as my opening piece on my card, I need this little white piece that measures 3¾ by 2¼ inch so that when I open it, we have this place to write on the inside. And then I have a coordinating piece of designer series paper that measures 1 inch by 2¼ inches. So that's what we'll need for cut pieces. The paper I've chose for today's project is the Bloom Where You're Planted, and of course it is part of the designer series paper sale, so now's a good time to grab that. The brick pieces are beautiful. The greens are Garden Green, Evening Evergreen, and then the Just Jade that coordinate beautifully with this paper. So if you haven't checked out this product of Sweet in the annual catalog, hop on over there and check it out. It's pretty cool. So there's our Bloom Where You Are Planted designer series paper. And let's start assembling. Oh, I had a couple tools too. This one I'm using it, but of course Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell it anymore, but it's the 1/8 inch hole punch. And I'll show you what we need that for. I have the Evening Evergreen classic Stampin' Pad, and then my what is this? A C block with the hello. All right, so I pre-did the cutting and the die cutting, of course. So let me show you what we've got. Let's do our stamp first. And what I'm going to do is just ink up the hello. And because I have photopolymer stamp, I'm going to put it on my silicone mat just for a little more cushion and a crisper image. And I'm going to stamp it just like that. All right, I'm going to set that aside. And I'm going to bring in this 11 by 2.5 inch piece, again scored at 5.5 and then 6.25. Now, when you put your adhesive on here, like when we've done book folds before, we're going to put our adhesive right between these two score lines, but make sure that you don't have anything overlapping for adhesive, because otherwise is what you're doing is gluing your card shut. So I'm just going to put a strip on each side, and then we'll just kind of burnish this so that it sticks. And now our card is going to look like this. Okay. I can move this so you can see it better against the white, but you see how you have this closed piece right here? All right, so now our inside piece is going to be 3 3/4 by 2 1/4. And I'm just going to put some adhesive to the back of that. And I'm going to center it right here inside of our card. And that will make it so that I have room to write my little note. And I'm going to take the 4 by 2 1/4 designer series paper, and we'll add some Stampin' Seal to that. And that we're just going to, again, center as close as we can. Equal borders from the fold line here, or the score line. We can just push that down. Our 1 inch by 2 1/4 inch piece, and this is just the reverse side, but it looks like brick. And I'm going to add some adhesive there. And then center that over here to the left of the score line. And this is where I'm going to bring in that 1/8 inch hole punch, and I'm going to line it up with the score line. And this probably won't be exact, but it'll be close. And I'm just going to punch right on the score line. See the hole there? And then I'm going to turn it over and do the same thing from the top down. And like I said, it's not exact, it's just close. So there's our 2 holes. And then I'm going to use the white Baker's Twine from this Baker's Twine Essentials pack. And in here you get 5 different colors. So I'm going to thread that up through. And then I'll just kind of do an approximation of what I need to tie a bow. And then I can cut this. Good. Good, good. I hope you guys are as excited about the combination of these 2 cards as I was. I think it's super cute. And they do go together rather quickly. And like I said, I was doing it for a swap. So I needed a fair number of cards. And it's like, this is a good idea. All right. So there's my bow. Here's my little mini. And now I'm just going to flip this over, and I'm going to add adhesive along the long edges, and again the short. And then I'm going to put a little adhesive on each side of my Baker's Twine. Okay? And we're going to bring in our Just Jade piece that measures 6 1/4 by 3 1/4. And I'm going to center center that right here on my card. So it looks like that. Now I'm going to bring in my hello piece and I'm going to bring in my trimmer. And what I want to do is just cut this at a 90-degree angle. So to do that, I'm going to just set it, let's see, I'm going to set it down here on the bottom ledge of my trimmer, and then I can just cut it and get that perfect 90-degree angle. All right, so is what I'm going to do now is put my adhesive on the back, and then I can just set that right there on the corner with my designer series paper. So it's just that little circle popping out with the hello. And then you can see on my pattern here, I reversed the colors. So I used the Evening Evergreen as the background here and then Just Jade on this one. And I'm not really sure which one I like best. I like them both. Let me know which one you like best in the comments. I'd love to see what you have to say. So for our little detail here to kind of fill in the space, I'm going to be using the 2020-2022 in color square gems. I'm going to take a larger square and then I'll just add a small square here. And that just kind of fills in that space and gives it a little bit of a visual interest. So what do you think? Just Jade, Evening Evergreen. I'll check back for comments and see what you have to say. If we get enough comments, maybe I'll do a drawing and somebody will get a sample pack of the Bloom Where You're Planted designer series paper. Until next time, everybody, have a great day.